Good morning, everyone. Oh, I think the mic is a bit hot. Let me know. Oh, yeah, no, that's too hot. Let's turn her down. Let's turn her down a little bit. Grab the preamp down. Should be a bit better. So, I have messed with the audio, so you guys are going to have to let me know if the audio is good or if it's bad. Oh, I didn't change the exposure, though. We're a bit hot on the exposure. Whatever. It is what it is. One day I'll look up how to have Logitech keep it all its settings, because, yeah, it's pretty brutal. But we should be live. How's everyone today? Look, I tidied my bench. It's not clean, but it is tidy. This goes in the detritus bin. I need to move this guy. I've decided I have to remodel my up there to because I've got a stack of Unity gear, but when I need an oscilloscope I have to go get one and put it down, so I'm gonna have to remodel, you know, where the test stuff works up there. How's everyone today? Hope everyone is good. Audio is much better. Good. So what had happened is I think Windows has like an auto detect problems thing, and I think it like boosted, it put the microphone boost on, so, and then in consequence I had to lower the microphone recording volume. So I went and I took off the boost and I increased the volume. I do see though that the noise floor is pretty high. Hang on, I'm gonna stop talking for a second. Getting anywhere between -45 and -40. Oh, MT, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope everything goes well. Hope everything is at least trending in the right direction. How's it going, JB? Where did I put my... So I have HVAC down here in the basement. So I need to see if I can quiet down the recording room, because yeah, my mic is picking up between -40 and -45 dB. Oh wait, this needs batteries. And my soul is crushed. Never mind. Too lazy to go get batteries. It is not, oh no. I'm so sorry about that, MT. I am, I'm getting to that age where those kinds of things are inevitable. And I try to think about it from time to time to steel myself a little bit, but I'm going to be devastated when it happens. So my heart goes out to you. And JB is slowly recovering. Did a C test today. Oh, a COVID test. I'm not monetized here, so it doesn't matter. I can say COVID. Negative. Just deadly man cold. Yeah. Yeah, I think colds suck. Well, I'll try to be a distraction for you. I'll try for this stream to not be an absolute poop show. So, yesterday, I cleaned up a little. And honestly, today, I just wanted to get on here and work, but I didn't do the quite important part of deciding what we're doing. So I had a quick look at my queue, my sort of video ideas queue. Good morning, Dan, back at ya. I had an idea at my videos queue, but I don't see anything that doesn't take a lot of work to get going, and like camera angles and stuff like that. So I'm going to try my best to figure out a project to do here, because I feel like doing. I don't feel like faffing around. I feel like doing stuff. So, oh, I got another video idea that I have to put in the queue. Sorry, this is gonna give me a second. Where are you? Video ideas. Drop comparison. All right, back to streaming. So yeah, I don't want to faff, I want to do. So we're going to figure out something to do. At worst, if I can't think of anything, I do have kits, because soldering would be nice. I do have like electronics kits, we can make videos on that. So that's that. This is a 1N4007. We can prototype this adapter. It's called an MVA adapter. It's for testing ignition systems. That's what I bought these parts for. Oh, found some microcontrollers I didn't put away. Oopsies. So that's a possibility, but that's not going to take long, and I don't know how to test it. I don't have an old ignition system ready to go. It's dumb because I have a ton of stuff that I could be doing. It's just I don't feel like doing the faffing around that is required with that. Video production is lots of faffing. Oh, the other thing we can do is, oh no, oh, god damn it. Gotta put, I was gonna say we can plug in the new Uno revision 4. Where is it? Oh, here it is. We can plug this guy in. But this is a clone. Because I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is a straight, that's a straight counterfeit. Because I'm pretty sure you can't get these for 16 bucks. The thing I found super cool though is that when you do plug it in, instead of the blinky, it does something completely different. I couldn't help myself. I typically wait till like the video to plug things in for the first time, but this is pretty cool. Can you see that? That's pretty freaking awesome. I need to figure out more. I need to know if all of these are addressable on top of the pins that are here. Also, the crazy thing is this is the micro. This guy here. That's the microcontroller. And this just handles the Wi-Fi. So it has a whole ESP32 on board that only deals with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Crazy though, huh? I don't know if you guys seen an R4 yet. Ever since the R4 released, I've been waiting for those clones to show up on AliExpress, and they're there now. But yeah, I'm gonna pick up an actual R4. They're kind of expensive, but I think it's worth it. No, compare the two. Although I have to say I'm becoming like all in on the RP2040 chip. I'm a little late to the game on that one, but the RP2040 is pretty awesome. So yeah, same form factor. Pretty crazy they did the pad routing. I can see all these lines are coming up here, up from down here all the way to up here. But I don't see where this matrix is attached. Oh, there's resistors here, so there's rows. This is tiny. I will put this under the microscope, I think, when it comes time to it. So that's good. All right, put that to the side. So I have the 2 Unity videos to do, but the thermal camera one is a little hard to film because I'll need to capture some stuff. It's not great with you guys involved here. So that is one thing. I don't know why. Doesn't even matter how hard you try. Yeah. Well, anyways, point is, we're going to do stuff today. Let me take this scope out of the way. This scope has an annoying fan as well. Don't know if you can hear that. It's right up to the mic. Is my thing frozen? Hang on a sec. I think my browser might be frozen. If someone's in chat, can you just type anything? Doesn't seem like the stats are changing. Oh, no, it's not frozen. Never mind. Thank you, Miss Vero. Oh, also, power is becoming an issue down here. I need to have so many things plugged in at once, but I never use everything at once. So I need one of those power bars that have like individual plugs. I don't know if you know what I mean. Hang on a sec. Individual switches, sorry, not plugs. Let me put this, oh, lots of stuff in the way. I need some of these. Let's see. Like this? Like this. But the thing is, these switches need to be remote. And I can build an Arduino thing, yeah, like this. I can build an Arduino thing, but I don't know about sort of the fire safety, you know? And I need way more plugs than that. Hang on, let me send you off to the naughty chair. Oh, come on. Give me 1 second here. Working on it. Working on it. No, 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 don't you dare. Trying to get accurate. There we go. Instead of it just, I have a Wi-Fi smart power switch. Okay, we're gonna have a look. We're looking for a Zigbee or Bluetooth controlled one, but found nothing. Yeah, I don't really care about Bluetooth. Hang on, screen. There we go. So what it used to do is used to put me in a random area in Ottawa, but now I put it to my P.O. box, so now I'll know. Power strip. See, I need like this many, but I need them to be controllable. I cut a normal one and spliced in a Tasmota controlled main switch, connecting the dangerous stuff to it, like soldering irons. Yeah. Yeah, so I need like, the crazy thing is, there's a reason why you're not supposed to have multiple power strips per circuit, right? Because you can overload the circuit. But my issue is I never overload the circuit. But because of the way that my lab is set up, it's that I need all those plugs so I can have everything plugged in, and then I can switch them on. This wouldn't be too bad. I guess I could just put this on the side and then just turn this off when I leave the room, this big switch. Because it's getting intense. It's becoming a little nuts because my equipment rack is becoming insane. And I don't mind even just having the plugs unplugged and then like slotting them in, but they can't like fall to the side and then I won't be able to get them, right? It's not really how it works. Six individually controlled outlets. Okay, let's see. Oh. Copy link address. Paste. Go to site. Buy with Prime. So they say go to Amazon. Okay, so let's see. Genie. G-E-E-N-I. Power bar. There it is. 30 bucks. So there's only 6 plugs. That's not enough. Oh no. Chaos ensues. Maybe I'll have to go the manual way and just flip it on and off. ESP8266. Oh boy, I have to sneeze. Hang on. Okay, false alarm. No sneeze. Yeah, I don't know. I have a really bad setup, and I'll tell you why. So, if this is my workspace, okay, so this distance is like 10 feet. So 10 feet, 10 feet, 10 feet. It actually goes a little bit further, but let's say 10 by 10 by 10. So the issue is my computer, which is a fairly high draw appliance, right, is here. There's my computer. And then my workbench, which has all my test gear and my live streaming stuff. So I have like hubs plugged in and whatever. I've got like power supplies for this kind of stuff, is here. So these circuits, if I'm not mistaken, are the exact same. Okay, and then here, that's where my 3D printers live. Well, some are here, and some are here. So essentially, these are all the same circuits. Pretty sure this is all the same 15 amp circuit. So, in order to get around that, I could take all my 3D printers and put them upstairs on the main floor. But then if Vero wants to have a respite from work, she goes to the main floor, and then I can't just have 3D printers whirring away there. Or what if we do a movie night or whatever? I think the only solution is we need a bigger house. Yes, I can what? Put the 3D printers upstairs? I don't know. Main floor, yeah. Main floor. I don't know. I take over so much of the house already. Like most of the house is just my junk, which I need to clean. I need to get, I need, you know, we need a bigger house. Essentially. But, yeah, so the deal is, I was thinking over here, that's my dirty work area. Spring, we could see about getting rid of some stuff and converting the dining room and hold your 3D printers and a puzzle table for you. Do you really want to do puzzles while a 3D printer is whirring away in there, though? We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Because some of the prints are going to be overnight, obviously. Going to take a long time. Well, no. Our house is made kind of shit. Our house is like, let's say if I were to draw it out, our house is shaped, I don't know, kind of like this. It's like very narrow and long, and there's a wall going across like this, and so you have like this is sort of like one room, like living room, dining room, and then kitchen, bathroom, and like entrance and stairs. Our house is made very, very narrow and very, very long. Yeah, it's crap. The thing is, it's crap, and we constantly say that if we knew, you know, back then what we know now, we wouldn't have bought this house. But there's also the reality that when we were shopping for houses in our price range, every single house that was in our price range was absolute junk. Like foundation sinking and floors at like a 10-degree angle junk. Like every freaking house in our price range was junk. This house, it was like stepping into like a utopian dream compared to the garbage we were looking at. It was trash. The housing market in Ottawa is rough, like brutal. And now it's like untenable. If we were buying a house today, we would simply not be able to. That's simple. It would be impossible today. But back then, when we were both working full time and the housing market wasn't like completely wrecked yet, we had a budget which was, we could have got a cheaper house, but it would have been much smaller. No, I just need to get a full-time job that pays well. The college needs to hire me full-time. That's what they need to do. Then all our woes in a couple years will be erased. Just need a couple years that full-time income. It's a big difference. Although I have to say 2024 financially was better than 2023. And here's hoping 2025 is going to be good as well. All right. What? Oh yeah, what the hell am I doing? Nothing. Waffling. Literally just waffling. Oh, I ordered some of these female headers. Lucky when I bought this house, prices went down, so people stopped selling. The rates were high. The rates went down. I managed to find a house before the prices went up. Oh, lucky you. I feel really bad for people in the age bracket just below me. So I am turning 37 soon. And like my students, for example, I have nothing but love and support for them because they are really swimming upstream if they want to buy a house. Like really badly swimming upstream. Okay, well, let's do one thing. I need to fix this and I want to solder. So let's fix this as we chat. All right, so this guy, which one is which? These broke off. I might need another one to see which one's connected to where. You still rent. Yeah, what area are you in? Oh yeah, you're in Windsor. Yeah, you've got the GTA effect. You're not in the GTA, but you're close enough that prices have affected you too. Yeah, Ontario, rough, man. All I can say is there's an upcoming election. Make sure you vote for the people who got your back. Not going to say who. You should know who. Two elections coming. Provincial and federal for us. You used to live in the GTA, oh, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, I need to find the order of this. Let's go look. Good. You don't have to say it. Just it's. I tell the same thing to my students. I'm like, look, don't worry so much about party colors. I say, worry about who is affecting your livelihood and the livelihood of those around you. Because hold on a sec. Let's go on AliExpress, shall we? AliExpress. And then load sell. Okay. I believe this should have Oh, are these not even connected? Oh. I'm very sorry if I'm not logged in here, so I'm very sorry if something very sketchy shows up on the AliExpress recommendations. That's just how AliExpress works. These guys. Which one is which? Oh yeah, I was saying, mechanics, this will be fine. Don't even start, Johnny. Don't even start. Okay, positive, red, green, black, white. But that's not how that works. It's EA, EAB. Don't even start, Johnny, because you never know if you're going to be next on the list. Okay, connecting load cell to its PCB images. The dumb part is I've done this before. Okay. Red is E+. I have to write this down. No, I mean after that. All right, let's write this down. So, red. How come there's only 3 wires here? I've got 4? I've got 4 wires. Red, black, white, green. Yeah, where do they connect? Oh! There we go. We got her. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Okay, so red, E+, black, E-, white, A-, HT, and green, A+. Oh, that's for O. A+. All right, let's go hook this up. I actually wish I had a macro lens. Well, it's better idea than what I had, so there you go. Let's see here. I'm going to use this crimping kit. Why is this latch so? Am I going to break this damn thing? The sun is out. Grats. Sun's out, guns out. All right, so this is good. Where's the pins? Some of these are pins. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna make a connector. I guess worst case scenario, we'll just rearrange. Like if we're wrong, we could just depin it and repin it. Let me look, see if there's a macro lens available for this. Because I'll just order it. Screen, Brio macro lens. Okay. I said. Okay. webcam macro lens. Oh, there's those phone clippy ones. I believe I have some. I bought a light sensor to close the blinds in the office when the sun is shining. The first day I can check what level. Ah, gotcha. All right, hang on. I do have, let me just remove these. I do have this. Ooh, that is crunchy plastic. I feel like it's gonna break. And then this, so that's wide angle, that's macro. I'll take this off. So that's apparently a macro lens. Because if I'm doing crimping and stuff, you guys won't be able to see. So let's see. Oh boy, that doesn't feel good. Okay, it's very crappy. You see blurry unless I have the macro thing on. So that's a no. That's a no, dog. Let's try. That's a very bad lens. All right, let's try something else. This was another attempt I had made. So I believe, oh yeah, here's the macro lens. The macro lens is in the back. Between the Honda dealership and the college isn't full-time. No. So, okay, so I'm not at the Honda dealership anymore. I'm working as a, I guess pretty much a fleet mechanic. Okay, yeah, this is a bad experience too. I'm working as a fleet mechanic, and simply put, my body won't let me do full-time hours. It's really hard on the body. I'm getting old, so that's a no. And the college, I mean, I don't think I have to explain to you that right now, politically, there's low motivation for education in Ontario specifically. So I'm only contract and I get very, very few hours. So it pays good per hour, but I get very few hours. Most of the times when I have like a 2-month contract, if I'm lucky enough to get a 2-month contract, which would be the bomb, essentially, it's something like between 8 and 12 hours per week. Yeah. So I love doing the fleet mechanic work, not because the work is good, but because my boss is incredible. So that's a good thing. So you don't have to feel bad. But yeah, if the college ever took me on full time, that would be the end game. That would be the ideal. Which, I mean, could happen. But also in this political climate, I'm not holding my breath. There's something happening at my college, and it doesn't have a set deadline. It's like sometime in the near future. And that something that's happening can't be too specific because it involves people and decisions and stuff that really I'm not supposed to know about. But these things that might happen will cause the college to do one of three things. they will either, maybe one of four things. They will either need me to work more, so to do more contract work, or they will need a full-time position, of which I might get, but I'd have to, it's a union job, so you gotta be qualified and you gotta compete essentially for your job, which is fine. Or they'll hire someone else. Or the other option, how's it going, Franco, is that because of lack of interest in education, they might just shut my department down and, get a more profitable department running with our funds. So there's kind of like 4 possibilities, and essentially there are 2 of the 4 that will result in me getting more hours. There are 2 more. There are 2 more of the 4 that'll result in everything going to shit. 7,000 lux. Oh no. Franco, you're a smoker? Oh no. That's horrible. All right, so lining up this bad mama jama. These are very thin wires. I don't know if they're going to hold in here. So all this to say is that in the near future, in the next 2 years, within the next 2 years, the event should happen. If not, there's another event in the next 5 years. But anyways, in the next 2 years, I should know if I'm going to be getting more hours or if things are going to go to complete shit and then I have to think of something else. So, yeah. If they go to complete shit, I don't have a paid contingency plan. College is raking a ton of money. It should be in school, not... Well, I may have a different perspective than you on this because we don't actually have that much funding. And the whole... I know there's a whole hot button issue about international students right now, but like every Ontarian that goes to college is subsidized, which I agree with, but the international students were not. So they paid full pop. So the colleges made more money with them. So it was a little bit of taking advantage of a situation for sure. But now that international students have been sort of pulled back, that now means that there's a massive budgetary shortfall, which the province will never pick up the bill. So yeah, thank you. Thanks for the luck. But I do have some possibly unpopular opinions about colleges. I do believe that they are... So one of the big things that the general population doesn't know is that they are run very much like businesses. Even though they get public funds and people are like, oh, it's so inefficient. Nah. They are run extremely frugally. So we do get some funds for sure. This is becoming a dog's breakfast. But they are a business primarily. province. These are both, yeah. Yeah, hospitals. Yeah, okay, let's not get started on politics. So it fell out of the crimp. These wires might be too small to crimp. So let me double the length here. Let's go to 10 mil. Maybe we'll try this. Yeah, because, I mean, our situation here in Ontario is atrocious for healthcare. Yeah, it's all good. No, it's fine. This is the climate we live in. This is literally like all my sources of entertainment have to speak on politics because everything is so screwed up right now. So I understand. But let's try to get away from that. Right now, we are crimping things. And crimping is fun. I am using the lovely Iwis crimpers, which I still need to make a crimping video. Okay, I think we're trapped in there now. That's good. So what I've done is you can't see it obviously, but I've doubled up the wire to try to get a little bit more purchase on the crimp. Don't know if you can see that well at all. Problem is it's attached to this block too, so I can't like lift it up. That's not too bad. And now I'll use, I mean, it seems pretty tight. I'm not making anything right now. So right now this was soldered onto a pin header and it broke because my life is chaos. So I'm just repairing that. But if anybody, while I'm doing this, if anybody has suggestions what kind of thing I should do today on this stream, have at her, because all I knew yesterday was that I wanted to do work today, and so far, I'm just looking for a pair of pliers here. So far, I haven't decided what sort of work I'm doing. So right now I'm just doing tasks that I have to do either way and hanging out with you guys. Strain gauge. Yeah, strain gauge. So, because at some point I am going to make a video on this. So at some point this has to be done. Okay, so like that, and I should be able to just rewatched 10K Lux. So you got 10K Lux out of your thing. No, that went poorly. So I'm having issues with the little flags on the top here that are supposed to hold the insulation. I don't have my microscope ready to go, sadly, but if I did, I would show you this a little bit closer up. Squish this down. This is very finicky. Oh, instead of rewatched, you probably meant reached 10K Lux. Okay, I mangled this flag, but honestly, as long as it sits in the hole, I'll take that as a success. Okay, red is E plus. E plus is all the way in the edge. So we are putting this guy in here. Big hole, big hole. And I'll show you the crimp momentarily. Just need to pull that through. The other thing that's making this difficult is I've got freaking hair in my face. I need a haircut so bad. But I am one of those people, and you'll laugh at me and I don't care, but I hate going and doing those tasks. Going for a haircut, going to the dentist. The dentist I begrudgingly go because I have an appointment, right? They make appointments for me all the time. When I go there, they make the next appointment. That's the only way you're going to get me in. So they're pretty intelligent. But getting a haircut, ugh. And then I wait so long that now I'm like embarrassed. I'm gonna go see my barber, and he's gonna make small talk, and he's gonna be like, "How come you've waited so long to come get a haircut? You cut your own hair." So Vero can do it for me. She'll buzz it or whatever. But it doesn't look as good as when a professional does it because it all gets cut even. When a professional does it, they like layer it properly. And I do love when she does it because that means that I don't have to leave the house. However, when Vero does it, I do need to clean. And that's not fun either. Okay, so this is through, but is it latched? It's not latched yet. Does it latch on that side? Yeah, it latches on that side. So you got to clean up all the little hairs everywhere. And you know what? I'm a tradesperson. So I understand the plight of barbers. They need to get paid too. I don't have anything against them. I don't like the process. I don't like going to get my hair cut. I don't like making small talk. You know what I mean? Okay, so this isn't working. I just sit here with a pair of scissors. Really? Well, I would like to look good for my wife. I mean, she looks good for me. Sounds like it would be only fair. Yeah, this didn't go well. This did not go well at all. The latch isn't latching. And I don't know why. It goes in. Oh, it just latched. Oh, baby. All right, so we've got our battle plan. What's next? E minus black. Yeah, that's fair. I've got no one to look good for. Yeah, I'm also, for about a year now, 2 years, I've been toying with the idea of becoming an on-camera type of person. So, I don't know. It could happen. Probably not for this channel. But I do want an automotive channel because it has more reach, and that is my expertise. And it is very difficult to do an automotive channel and stay completely anonymous. So it's been on the back of my mind. I wouldn't expect it anytime soon, but it's been definitely on my mind. And the other thing is, when you allow your personality to show on YouTube, you tend to do better. It's not always the case, but you tend to do better. And I think I'm doing well for the little niche that I've built. Electronics is quite niche. Do it. You have great knowledge to share. Yeah, that's the deal. So the thing that scares me the most is jeopardizing my run at full-time at the college, because I have a big mouth and I say things that a lot of angry people don't agree with, and I support things that are, like, if you look at what's happening, I won't specify, but in some places, the people that I support, that I think are awesome, are not politically supported. And, don't get your panties twisted. I could mean anywhere. I could be talking about Sweden. Who knows? And those people pride themselves in disturbing stuff. So that's the big deal right now, is my dream is to teach full-time at the college. And anything I can do to not jeopardize that, I'm doing. Just that's kind of the idea. The other thing is, I've never really put effort into my appearance, and if I do end up on camera, I will kind of have to. You kind of have to. You don't have a choice, really, because it makes a difference. So if you could see me now, two done. If you could see me now, I am a Neanderthal. Neanderthal? Neanderthal. I look like a caveman. I have long hair because I haven't cut it in a long time. I have a long beard. Too long. I need to trim that. And yeah. But the goal is, I have no legacy. I have no kids. I'm never going to have kids. I do not want kids. What I want is to share my knowledge, because I do have some. College gig would be S tier. Yeah, it would. Even if, like, I'll just give you an example. The college salaries for full-timers really hasn't gone up in like 8 years or whatever. And you can actually look this up. Like, not even, I mean, they do get small raises, like 0.5% here and there. But it really hasn't kept up with inflation. But it doesn't really matter, because it is the type of work that I love. I love being a part of students' success and their failures. I mean, if you take part of success, you take part of failures too. It's really, I think it's really important work. It feels important. It makes me feel good. And let's not forget that when I'm waffling on about electronics, someone like Dave Jones can come in and be like, nah, you're completely wrong. But when I'm talking about automotive stuff, I have hard-won experience. You know, like I've worked my butt off to get experience. Here, look at this. I don't know if you can see that. Well, it looks pretty good. I'm getting better at this already. Pop her in there. So yeah, I know what I'm talking about when it comes to automotive stuff. And yeah, sick of Dave Jones. Yeah, I've noticed that you're not the only one. I still think he's the GOAT, right? Don't get me wrong. Him and Big Clive, they're the bomb. But yeah, content is weird because YouTube goes through these cycles, what people want to watch and whatever. And as a YouTuber, it's nearly impossible to make a video and have it perform well and then just say, well, that's the end of that. I'm not doing anything else on that subject. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I see where he's coming from. But yeah, there's no like projects. He doesn't do much anymore. And it's interesting that his process, because I spoke to him, he's a nice guy. He's a really nice guy. Like, he treated me like an equal, which is weird because I'm not. Like, he's pretty much electronics YouTube royalty. Uh-oh. You're watching me because I do projects, but I don't really. I haven't had time. I am now, though, I guess. But yeah, I've seen that sentiment from a few people that they've just had enough. I'm really more like, I need a break from electronics. That's more what I think. Because it's like, it's become this monster in my life, right? So I tend to watch YouTube now purely as entertainment, because before it was always research. You enjoy my personality. Well, geez, thanks. That's a compliment and a half. All right, let's crush this. I wish, the one thing though is I wish I was able to do it more, and I think that's an empty wish, because I think right now, like this week, there's no work at the mechanics job. So I always tell my boss, like, whatever, man, you got no work, I'll just work on YouTube. That's why I'm here streaming. And honestly, this doesn't earn me a dime, streaming like this, but it does prepare me to earn, right? Because I get my stuff ready for when I'm ready to make videos. Let's crush it into here. But yeah, I feel like a renewed like sense that I want to make videos This morning though, I'm being lazy, I have to say. This has to be done eventually, but I am feeling lazy in the sense that I don't want to pull out like the cameras and the tripods and set everything up to film the videos I really should be filming. So I'm just kind of having fun this morning. Wouldn't be here if your personality wasn't. Well, thank you. I appreciate you guys saying that. All right. Da 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 da. It's done. This is good. This is good practice too, because I need to make a crimping video. Let me put that on my queue. Oh shit! I forgot my coffee too. Ooh, back is sore this morning. Oh, interesting. I just got a crimping video. Is it on here? No. Crimping video. So yeah, I have a renewed sense of wanting to make videos, which is nice. Hands on Katie. Give me a second. Hands on Katie. Oh, neat. Do you have a contact? It is disheartening. I'll say it like this. It is disheartening to contact female creators. Let me put that into context before everybody clips it out of context. I never, I don't have my OBS on. I never get an answer. I never get an answer from female content creators. Rarely do. I won't say never, but I never get an answer, and it upsets me because I know why I don't get an answer. Because you can't reach out to female creators because they don't check their DMs, because they are constantly spammed with all sorts of people like asking them to marry them or like wanting to date them or whatever. They are never taken seriously as a content creator just because of their gender and how the internet sort of allows for this kind of behavior. So it's very disheartening that I can't, if you look at my podcast guest list, I probably have like 5 women, and those women were from like sources, like they were from insider contacts. You can't reach out to them. And you know, some of them I understand, like reaching out to Simone Yacht and reaching out to Zyla Foxlin. Okay, I've done both of those. I understand they're way too busy. That's like reaching out to Adam Savage. Like, I'm not going to get a reply no matter what. But I genuinely see small female creators, and they either don't check their DMs or they just dismiss me immediately because of prior experience. And I'm not mad at them. I'm just mad at the situation that this is where we find ourselves, and we all know why. Right? So, yeah. Sucky. See the problem. Guess that is why she has an invite-only Discord. Yeah, there we go. So therein lies the problem. So I feel bad for, not only for women, but like, what about parents of girls? Like, you can't have any normalcy in your life because you're always freaking worried about what some dick is going to do to your daughter. Like, I hate it. I absolutely hate it. And I'll tell you, I also get my students spouting that BS. They all say it in the context of they're just joking or whatever, but I don't care. I put a freaking end to that, like, as soon as it crops up. I'm like, it's that simple. I use the biological approach because I have some university on that. I'm like, biologically, they are identical to men. They have great capacity for whatever they want to do, and anything you think they're not able to do, that's because of the individuals that you have met, or you just prejudge them for no reason. Right? Like, this is not going to fly in my classroom. So, yeah, therein lies the problem. Sorry, didn't really want to get into it, but here we are. So, yeah, we're not doing that. All right, the other thing I wanted to do is I have a set of drawers that I've made out of foam board a long time ago. I kind of want to 3D print a replacement for them. So that's another project I can do. Open up Fusion 360. Because I really need to organize the space up where my stuff is. I don't know if I can, hang on, I'll give you a look at what it looks like. Because I have my second webcam. Like this. There's nothing personal up here, is there? I don't think so. Oh, oh boy. Oh boy. Causing chaos. Causing chaos. Okay, I think that's a good enough view. That doesn't look like anything to me. Okay, hang on. Whoop, geez, I forgot to tighten one thing. Come on, let me adjust you. Okay, I'm gonna have to duck. Because there might be reflections. Oh, all right, let's go. Where's the second webcam? Second cam. Oh. Huh? Is it not? It is active. Huh? There we go. All right. So you see, I've got my stack. So this is my Hitachi V212 oscilloscope. Then I've got the Unity power supply, the multimeter, the function gen. Over here, I've got, like, it's essentially an empty shelf. Let me just spin you right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby. There's the drawers that I've made, and they're falling now apart. They're just literally made out of foam board. There we go. So that's the stack up. So right here, right there in that space, oh, can I put my finger there? I want the oscilloscope there. And we're back to webcam. Check out our channel. They look nice and stable. Hey, they are like 10 years old. Made out of literally hot glue and foam board. When I was just learning about like foam board airplanes and stuff. Yeah, I looked her up just now. So here's the funny part. I have found a couple of electronics creators, because I was looking, like when I was trying to diagnose how come my Pi Pico wasn't moving servos, I looked up like tutorials, like how to make servos move with the Pi Pico, because I thought I might be an idiot. I mean, that could still be true, but that's not the point here. I have found creators, electronics creators, with like 50,000 subscribers and more that I've never heard of. And I'm like, how? How can I be in the electronic space, literally sending out emails every single week to creators in the electronic space, in the maker community, and YouTube being like, nah, you probably won't like this. This is electronics. Like, come on. It's so frustrating. So yeah, I've subscribed to a couple more people because I didn't even know they existed. Like, what is this? So at some point I need to like make a master list of like electronics channels, because it's ridiculous. Yeah, the algorithm 100% sucks. I always say on YouTube, you don't get what you deserve, you get what you get. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Literal electronics creators that make phenomenal videos. Some of them similar videos to me. Like, I make similar videos. And yet YouTube's like, nah, I don't think you're gonna like this one. Frustratingly bad. Have you seen Mendit Mark? I'm gonna have to go through these. Hang on, let me. So the thing is, I sometimes am subscribed to people that I don't even know. Hang on a sec. Just answering Vero there. Copy link address. Paste. Oh, no. He looks British. Mendit Mark. No, I haven't seen his stuff. Wait, am I subscribed? No. Okay. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm on both ends. I am sometimes, oh, my OBS. Oh no, I need my OBS. Okay, sometimes I have watched like hundreds of videos of a creator only to realize I never actually subscribed to them. And then other times, something pops up in my feed, and I'm like, this is a great channel. Why have I never heard of it? And then I see I'm already subscribed. So it goes both ways for me, sadly. It just is what it is. Oh, look at, oh no. So the camera arm that the second camera is on, it has like paint in the joints, and that paint is wearing away as I'm moving it. And so you can see all these flecks. Maybe you can't see. See all these flecks of paint that fell on my bench? Well, guess where my coffee was? Oh well. Lead poisoning. Delicious. So, yeah, essentially, YouTube sucks. I mean, it's great, but it also sucks. It's also horrible. Okay, so that's done. That's done. Oh, damn it, the fly sky, it'll dissolve? I don't think so. Yeah, so that's another thing, Johnny, is that I can really like the creator, but I may not be a fan. Just hearing buzzing sound somewhere. Anyways, I can love a creator, but I may not be a fan of the content they create. Like, again, like I said, I watch a lot of YouTube now just for distraction. And fixing vintage test gear is probably not going to be my entertainment distraction. But that doesn't mean I don't like what a creator does, right? I just don't I don't enjoy it personally. But I still think they're great creators. Just like Dave Jones. Here, Dave Jones is a perfect example. I haven't watched a Dave Jones video in months, a year. I still think he makes great electronics content. I haven't watched I watched a Big Clive video, a couple of them a few days ago. But before that, I haven't watched in months as well. And then this podcast that nobody in my YouTube circle knows about, H3, the H3 podcast, I watch them religiously. You know, they have 3 shows a week, 4 hours a show, and I am like religiously watching through that. So it's different, right? It's all different. Oh, I need to make, I always watch a Big Clive vid. Modern and old repairs. Okay. Well, I'll have a look. Older content gets hidden like Skullcom. Oh, I'll have to. I need to organize something. So I'm putting this all up. I need to organize something where on my second channel I make a short, like 1-minute video. I pick an electronics creator and I make a 30-second video about why you should subscribe to them. And then maybe with everyone's recommendations, maybe then we can have a playlist of people that you subscribe to. No, Vero. It's going to be like a one take. It's going to be like me pointing at the browser. It's going to be easy. Okay, but this is going to be a community. This is going to be a community service. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. But because the thing is, the algorithm sucks. So I'm going to do something to fight back. This is my idea. Need one more box for lifting. They're going to be super short videos. All right, here goes. I have a website. So I'm going to have a Google form. So the Google form will need the channel link, person's name, channel link, person's name, category. So that would be like electronics, makers, etc., etc. And then I'm going to make a YouTube video, like 1 minute, no edits. Okay, YouTube video, 1 minute, no edits. And then it's all going to be posted on like a form, a table on my website. So people will be able to submit channels, and people will be able to go and find the channels that they like. I have to put a little bit more thought on how easy it is going to be to find, but basically I'm going to make one place that you can find all the electronics channels, all the maker channels. Maybe maker might be a little hard. Maybe we'll start with electronics. But this is the way we fight back against the algorithm. And then you go to my list and they'll have links to their channels. Starting to be concerned about this knocking noise I'm hearing. I think it's one of the fans. I think it's one of the fans in one of the Unity test gear. But yeah, this I can do, most of this, the planning, during the H3 episode tonight. So I like this. I like this. Very much so. So I think that's what we're going to be doing. It'll be a long haul project, but it's going to teach me to work on my website, right? Which is important because that's a skill I've not mastered. Times it's 9:30. We didn't do shit yet. Okay, let's do some electronicking now. Enough daydreaming. Oh, another thing that we need to do is this. This is a H4n. It's a audio recorder. And we're not blaming anybody, but it was lent to somebody and then the power switch broke. I think it just comes out now. I don't know if the plastic is damaged. I think this just comes out. Yeah, it just comes out, which is not great. Oh, that landed right in my coffee cup. That couldn't have gone any better. So I don't know if this plastic is broken. It is a little broken. I can see it's a little broken. This little leg here might be a little broken. But the switch in there is totally broken. So give me a second. I'm gonna go look. I did get the package in. I put it to the side though, and I haven't checked if they're the correct slide switches. They are very specific. They are very special slide switches. And even if I get it fixed, it probably won't be the same because I think something else is broken. Like I feel like the, hang on here, sorting through a couple years of detritus here. Because I feel like the plastic bit might be no good. But if we can make it work, we can still use it. It doesn't have to go in the trash, you know, necessarily. And for doing professional shoots where someone else is gonna have to manipulate it, we may need a new one either way. but at the very least, for just us, it'll be usable. That's a bag of bolts. Oops, that's a door thing. Ooh, I don't know where my package went. Oh, here, is this it? No, this one was opened. This one was opened. Where would a random bag from China have gone? Oh, here's one. I think this is it. Yep, I think this is it. All right. Let me bring these down. Heading down the stairs. Okay, so let me just make sure. So this has no address on it. Plastic is broken, so it can't latch on the slider. Okay. This is product name. No, I think we're good. That was on in an outer envelope. I believe this one is what I'm looking for. I just have to hold it off camera because there is my address on it. Oh, I think it's the wrong switch. Dang it. So these are expensive switches because they're very specific. They have two positions. They have two positions. On one side, on one side it's like it stays, and then when you push it to the on position, when you slide it over to the on position, it slides back after. So let's see if it does work that way. It is held in a plastic. Okay, so here it is. Okay, it latches this way. No, it latches. It needs to have a spring. This is actually the incorrect switch, although it might work. If it's the same footprint, it might still work. And then this guy would hang on to this. So the plastic does hold onto the switch. But I could see that the plastic may not grip into this anymore. So this switch is usable. The other option is to have wires coming out of here and then gluing a switch somewhere, you know, like adding some strength somewhere, like a 3D printed something, and then you have to use an external switch, because I think I can solder to these little contacts here. The problem is, like, this one is so, yeah, it has a little spring. I don't know if you can, hang on. Do you see that little spring in there? On this end right there? So you can click it into the hold. You can click it in the middle, but then when you want to power on, you press and hold to the power on, you let go, it comes back. Yeah, you can return to center position by hand, which is fine, but again, explaining that to somebody might be difficult. But it is doable. For at least it'll work for us. And the other thing is that this thing has a power in. I think this is a DC power jack. So essentially, like if Varro's is going on a shoot, or if I'm going on a shoot, we can plug in a power jack here, turn it on and just tell them, just leave it on. Don't turn it off. There's that option too. So the plastic on this though has gone, like it was a textured rubber, and see I've like slowly been peeling it off because it's like become all sticky. It's not great. But yeah, so this is, I mean, it's a fairly expensive piece of hardware. Probably about 250, 300 bucks. Keeping it on, yes. So that's what I'm saying, Vero. We would just power it with a big battery pack, you know, or whatever. So yeah, that's sad that these are not the proper switches, but I need to take this apart to find out if it's the right footprint, so at least I'm going in the correct direction. No, that's okay. That's fine. Oh yeah, so it is a DC jack. There we go. And it's just 5 volts, 1 amp in. So essentially you can power this with a power bank. And the cool thing is that you can have a second power bank charging, and then you just take that power bank and charge this power bank type thing. But yeah, it does suck down batteries. That is pretty shit. But it's a nice device though. It works really well. It's just frustrating that it's bad. Like, I don't think the design, having two tiniest, the tiniest of little hooks to hook it in, like that is a weak point. Maybe the spring is separate, that's possible, but this requires so much force, and it does latch on one side. Like you could feel the detent goes click onto that side. So I think the spring would have to be quite forceful. But regardless, if this works, that's also fine. But yeah, in the images, it's very hard because a lot of the sellers use the same image for the switch. And honestly, if you leave it in the center position, you can just then have a push button externally to just like click it on, because you never need it in the lock position, I don't think. So you just have a push button and you let go and it turns on. It would be just like sliding this on and then letting it go. So the external button is definitely a possibility. The only problem is you'd have to make it protected so that when you're handling this, you don't accidentally turn it off while you're recording, because that would be horrible. That would be the absolute worst. And I feel like I could probably model this, and we could probably send it to PCBWay to get resin printed. Probably make a resin print of this. There we go. So it stays in there. So I believe I'm on the right track. I believe this is the same switch, but it's just not, the configuration isn't the same. I also bought some spring wire. Hang on a sec, let me put this in my switches thing. So that's another project. I'll have to order another switch. I bought some spring wire. Yeah, maybe I'll here. I have something that may be the solution to that, Vero. No. Here. So here's your new power switch. This is courtesy of another maker. So to turn it on or to turn it off, you have to use a little key. On, off, on, off. So you turn it on, and then you pull out the key. Yeah, Franco, I don't, I mean, the problem is video production is expensive. Always has been. Now it's much cheaper than it used to be, but it's still very expensive. Oh, this is all mangled. So I bought some spring wire. This should be entertaining as it flings out and pokes me in the eyeball. I wasn't expecting it to be all mangled like this. Yeah, hope this is thick stuff. 1.2 millimeters. I was not expecting that. So let's see, oh, here. See if I could pull the end out without poking my freaking eyeball out. I am wearing glasses, but they are not safety glasses. They're just glasses. Here goes. Oh. Ooh, this doesn't feel like spring wire at all. But anyways, this is supposed to be spring wire. And I want to use this. First of all, I found out that the Voron folks use this to make the umbilical cords that hold the Voron wire harness together. But I want to use it to make fishing lures. And if I can manage to make some fishing lures, then I also wanted to use it to make electronic fishing lures. So, can you imagine? You have two contacts, probably have to be stainless steel. You slide a coin cell in it, and inside the lure that goes like this, there's a like a jiggle switch. You know those switches that turn on and off when something wobbles? This is a bit more like it. So yeah, there'd be a jiggle switch, and then it would flash white LEDs off the side. Looks like regular steel wire. Doesn't say anywhere on here. It says stainless steel spring wire. Ouch. Friggin' stabbed myself on these on the zip ties. Oh, here's the end. I mean, it does allow for a lot of deformation, and it still goes back. So there's another one. This one is 0.8 millimeters, and I think this one's even thinner. One millimeter. There we go. So there's a little bit of a mailbag segment for you guys. But yeah, I imagine making fishing lures would be a lot of fun. Good secondary channel stuff with all my spare time, as Vero is apt to describe. I do think this is not as hard as I was expecting, though. I was expecting this to be much harder. It's quite soft. Maybe it is just regular steel wire. I don't know. They were like $2 a roll. So whatever that amounts to. Should be pretty strong. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, I guess all the work that I need to do involves moving cameras around. And I'm not really willing to do that while streaming. So I guess I'm going to end here. This is a little bit disappointing. So next time I'll do a stream, I'll have some things ready to shoot. Because yeah, haven't really shot anything today. Got some steel wire just like that. Don't know why though. Okay. So anyways, thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for being my rubber ducky. Oh, my mic is going wild. Thanks for being my rubber ducky, for me to have someone to chat about electronics and let some frustrations go about YouTube. I will work on that form. I may not be able to act upon it, but I will have a form by the next time we stream, so you can submit all the channels that you want me to do a shout out for. So the plan is, maybe once I get like 20 or 30 channels done in the queue and released on my second channel, because I'm not going to put this on the main channel, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a main channel video about electronics channels and how to find them, and about my website and stuff like that. So the plan is to get a couple of them done, and then I will then make the main channel video telling people to go there to check out those channels, see if it's their thing, and then they can submit stuff to the list, to be added to the list. So yeah, I think taking a little positive approach to the to the community is a good thing. So anyways, thanks everyone for being here, and we will catch you in the next one. Probably not tomorrow. I'm going to say that now. Probably not tomorrow, but maybe Friday. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for being here.